What's up, everybody? Ignore the voice. I apologize. Bringing in 2025 the same way I did 2024 with cold sinus fun after an epic Christmas holiday, all that jazz with family. The Panthers had a dud Sunday, a yuck Sunday, as the Tampa Bay Bucs kind of took us behind the woodshed. But let's be honest, we didn't really have a team. Chuba Hubbard on IR. Our defense has been in shambles for most of the year, and not having Josie Jewell and a lot of the guys up front that have made us serviceable. Definitely not in the run game, but serviceable nonetheless. And the way the Bucs kind of laid an egg against Dallas last Sunday, you knew they were going to come out and choose violence, and they did. Bryce had two fantastic passes, touchdown passes to Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen needs to be a Panther for the rest of his career. The synergy he and Bryce have is fantastic. Obviously, Xavier Legette struggled again with some catches you think he should have, but with his impending wrist surgery and playing through a groin issue, look, DJ Moore struggled his rookie year with things like drops and bad routes and things of that nature. There's stuff I don't like, obviously, but I'm not going to write him off just yet. And you shouldn't either. Because you've seen flashes. We have. So, once they get his wrist figured out, and because he had 2 drops his entire career at South Carolina. You don't feel like that just goes away. So, I'm not going to write him off just yet at all. But Bryce, I think somebody said it on social media. I'm not sure who it was, but Bryce in the hurry up or mini hurry up sugar huddle type of thing has looked great. So I hope we use that a little more going into next year, and maybe even next week against the Falcons. Or this week rather, but that he's attacking downfield. He's more confident. It's really nice to see, despite the score, despite everything. You see a lot of really, really good things from Bryce. Even in a thrashing of 48-14, there is some positives to take, and I'm gonna choose to take those. But we need a lot of help on defense. Everybody knows it. Some hog mollies in the middle using a Dave Gettleman staple term. I'm really hoping that's what we address in the draft. And obviously I think we'll have a lot more cap space, and hopefully we can address the offensive weapons on that side as well. There's a lot of optimism for me going into 2025 with the resurgence of Bryce and Dave Canales sticking to his guns and doing it the way he saw appropriate. I appreciate that more than anything, sticking to the process, because in years past, most recently in our most struggles, we've kind of had knee-jerk reactions to a lot of different things, and that's kind of set us back. So, sticking to the process regardless of the results, and believing in what you're saying and the things we're building, that matters. It matters a lot. And Chuba Hubbard being a cornerstone and extending him, and him having his first 1,000-yard season, and Smith Wade showing a lot of good things in the back end, things of that nature. Yes, there's still a lot of blowout losses, but there's also a lot of hope getting Derek Brown back next year. I don't know if we go a different direction at defensive coordinator. A lot of factors played into it with a lot of the injuries, but 475 points is the most in Panthers history given up by a defense, and that is not acceptable. We all know that. So maybe a changing of the guard there. I'm not sure. But I also have really enjoyed Ashawn Robinson and Joji Jewell and what they brought. So if you have maybe Shaq Thompson comes back, you have that. That feels like something salty. And the younger guys put the feet to the fire. The circumstances obviously haven't been great, but they've gotten valuable playing time and valuable capital to use moving forward in their careers. And J.C. Horn has proven to be a lockdown. Obviously, without him yesterday, Mike Evans ate a lot, as he should. But J.C. Horn's a cornerstone. I hope we lock him up as well. But I'm going to take all the positives, even though yesterday was a dud of all duds. But Tampa had everything to play for, and they were out for blood yesterday, and they showed it big time. Love it. I love Bucky Irving and what he brings. Mike Evans is an animal, and Baker Mayfield resurgence is really fun to watch and just shows patience can pay off. But as always, keep pounding. Go Panthers. Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe, happy, and healthy. And let's start wrecking some teams' plans for 2025.